So, people told me to watch this. I'm going to watch this. Everyone shut the fuck up. La 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 la. Lee 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 lee. Woo 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 woo. It's called Carson, and it's by Jschlatt. So if you don't know who Jschlatt is, he's a bitch.
I'm uploading this to the weekly slap because I hate twitlongers and I hate notepad screenshots, and this is really the only serious outlet I've ever had to talk about stuff, so it felt kind of appropriate to put it here. Around late February, early March, Carson told the Lunch Club guys, as well as a bunch of close friends of his at the time, that he had been sexting his fans. He explained that he had exchanged photos with the 17-year-old while he was 19, and that he was done with it. He hadn't done it in months. He was ashamed of what he had done, and all that stuff. Some context for you. Early 2020 was when Carson was at the lowest point in his life. He was extremely depressed. Little did we actually know why, but I knew he had been struggling with imposter syndrome when it came to YouTube and social media and that kind of stuff. And that was something I could relate to in a pretty big way. So I was there for him. You know, I would be in calls with him all the time, talking about anxiety, mental health, what it means to have this job, and how not to let it drive you up the wall, all that kind of stuff. And in that time, I got extremely close to him. I wouldn't call it best friends, but he was up there. And right after Carson had told us the truth, the Kate situation happened.
Whoa. Isn't this like Modern Warfare 2? Like, what?
And, you know, regardless of what...
Why would you throw a frag there?
We felt about the Kate situation, we saw Carson's mental state decline even more. And it was to the point that we genuinely thought his life could be in danger.
Oh, nice.
And I felt like I needed to be there for him.
That was a nice
And that's why I stuck with him. And that's why people like Josh and Connor stuck with him. In March and April, we'd be in calls with him almost every night till the sun came up, trying to help him through what he was going through. And I just want to say, like, I never condoned what he had done.
Wait, what was the timing? What happened? I didn't even hear what happened.
I remember a call with him and Josh where both of us basically said to him, like, dude, if this behavior continues, we're done.
Was it funny? Was it at least funny?
You know, our close friend had fucked up, but he was also in a very dangerous place. And
what happened?
I felt like we had to be there for him. You know, and in doing that, we could give him the guidance and the company he needed to help him get out of this depressive state he was in. And
I said, ooh, nice when he said... Whoops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mrs. Puff. I didn't mean it. Whoops.
Help him, help him grow.
Wait, let me see it.
It was to the point that we genuinely thought his life could be in danger.
Oh, nice. Oh my God. All right. I didn't. I was talking about the missile. He got 2 kills. No. I did not mean that. I did not mean that.
And become a better person. We talked him into seeing a therapist. We helped him form a better relationship with social media because he'd check his indirects constantly, and he'd have a tab open of every different site that he would just refresh. We talked him out of doing the impulsive shit he told.
I mean, a lot of people have that in general, right? I mean, like... Yep. See, exactly. Good timing. A lot of people have that. Fortunately for me, honestly, I used to be like that a lot, but I'm not like that anymore. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's different. I know everyone's different, but I've noticed the more that you care, the worse you do, and the less you care, the more you do better. Because I think there's a lot of psychology that goes along with it, and it's a lot of pseudosciences and stuff like that, and a lot of bullshit science that I'm sure Gutex can probably explain to you, but. The less I care about streaming, the better I do. Because I feel like it's the less I try, because it's the less, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Same with Twitter and everything else. It's hard to explain.
Told us he was thinking of doing. Like deleting all the social media and posting about Kate. And obviously some of those attempts.
See, and I think that's stupid. You're trying to go from all, like, oh, I have every tab open of every single social media site. You know what I mean? Like, I have Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, you know, Omegle, and you have all that stuff open, and you go from that to nothing. That's dumb, because it's almost like you have an addiction for a drug, and you're just trying to immediately go cold turkey. It's stupid.
Attempts were less successful than others. But so much time spent with the guy just trying to be good friends for him. And trying to do what we thought was the right thing to do. But a few weeks ago, I started having some conversations with some of Carson's closest friends, including his former roommates. And in my discussions with them, I heard some things that suggested that Carson wasn't improving in the areas that he should have been. And he was showing signs of continuing some of his inappropriate behavior. And apparently this was happening while I was spending all this time trying to help him. And while he was saying that he was working on himself and that he was changing and that he hates the person he used to be. These conversations were really the ones that got me second guessing how genuine Carson had been to me and to others throughout this whole thing. I remember me and Connor were in Austin at the time, and over a long-ass dinner, we just kind of put all the pieces together that we often ignored because of how close we were to him and because of how well he had always treated us. You know, there were always stories I'd hear from his roommates about how he treated them, and how he generally just acted, that I glossed over, and I shouldn't have. Also,
wait a minute, I was in Austin.
Seeing the DMs he exchanged with some of the girls that have come forward absolutely fucking disgusted me. Up until yesterday, I thought that all these encounters Carson had were very much, you know, spur-of-the-moment mistakes that he regretted instantly. And that was very much the story that everybody was told.
Wait, Poke sent me a SpongeBob SquarePants. It's gonna be something stupid. Ready for this?
The community has been pretty weird lately because everyone wants to lie vicariously through you and Maya. But honestly, I think you should know that you are an amazing person and that you alone are beautiful and worth self-love. Love you, Skull.
Oh, thank you, Skull.
Told. And knowing what we do now, it's simply just not the case. This was something he pursued. Looking back now, almost every step of the way, Carson tried to downplay what actually happened. I remember a time when he even referred to the last time it had happened as like Q4 2019 instead of giving us an actual date. And dude, I'm shocked. You know, like I can no longer say with any confidence that I believe Carson's behavior has ever stopped. You know, I can't take his word for it anymore. When I came to this realization a few weeks ago, I cut ties with Carson and started talking to the other guys about how best to go about this. And I got to hand it to Noah and Travis for stepping up and talking about it first. I feel for all the victims here, and to know that that more people could have been hurt this year while Carson and I were friends, and while I continued to associate with him, and while I believed that he was on the right path, that fucking kills me. You know, I hope all of them have gotten and continue to get the help they need to get through this, because this is a recurring problem now of content creators who take complete advantage of and manipulate the people that care about them the most. I don't think Carson's a pedophile, but that's what he did. He used his power to repeatedly take advantage of vulnerable people. I don't know what causes this to happen. I don't know what compels content creators to do this, but it happens. And it's a big fucking problem. And as cliche as it is for me to say this, I really hope Carson gets the help that he very, very clearly needs as well. That's about all I have to say. Thank you all for listening, and be well.
See, okay. I personally think that it's perfectly fine if I totally understand if they tried to help him, they were friends with him. It sounds like they are more going on the lines of the manipulation factors and the fact that they like that Carson used his power of being a entertainer in order to manipulate girls into getting with them and stuff like that. But this is fine and dandy. Why the fuck did Keemstar get any of this, and why is it like the problem with this whole thing is the fact that Keemstar got it. And not only did Keemstar get it, now everyone's portraying it as the whole Carson's a pedophile, piece of shit, terrible human being. Dog, like the dude was 19 and she was 17. The dude was 19 and she was 17. Come on. Like, you're really gonna go down and call him a pedophile for that? Like, I don't know. Something about this just seems wrong. Something about this whole thing just seems wrong. I don't understand how Carson's friends went to Keem about all this. It makes no sense to me. Am I right on this, chat? It just, something seems weird about this whole thing. It doesn't seem like this all genuineness of the friends and they're doing the right thing and that Carson's this evil bad person. Carson fucked up. I won't deny that to the day I die that Carson fucked up. One, if you do have any sort of clout or things like that, you should especially know that you should not be going after anything that could possibly get you into trouble, such as, 19 and 17. Now, when I was 19 years old, I'm going to tell you, I probably did think there were some 17-year-olds that were hot. Now, did I hit on them? I don't even know. I mean, like, there was a grade below me. Like, 19, you could, like I said, we've been over this. It's not, like, these are people I grew up with, and now all of a sudden we're 19 and 17. I am not afraid. You could say stop all you want, chat. That is not a big problem whatsoever. There are tons, I'm sure your friends have dated and they're 19 and 17 and stuff like that. It doesn't come down to the 19 and 17 that I think is the problem. It's the power dynamic where Carson tried to manipulate his viewers in order to send nudes and stuff like that. And apparently he was being weird with his friends and not telling him things.
Who else is he supposed to flirt with? Only other famous people? Talking to anyone must be grooming and manipulation, Pepega.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I just think there's so much we don't know, and I think that there's so much that's being left out here on both parties. I really just think there's so much on both parties that is being left out, and I'm very confused. I'm very fucking confused.
So one of his best friends is going to tell one of the most toxic MFS on the internet who only give a F about money and clicks, instead of tweeting it or some.
See, the thing is that I like about Jschlatt is Jschlatt made this video, and clearly he didn't go the side of the fact that he's 19 and 17. You know what I mean? 19 and 17 isn't a problem. I'm sorry. It is not a problem. You don't deserve to get canceled over it. It's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's not a problem. The reason why Jschlatt made this video and he thinks it's an issue is the power dynamic and the manipulation factors that go in. That's fine. But the problem that I saw with the video with Keemstar, and the problem that the internet took from the Keemstar video, is that he is a pedophile. And that, I think, is wrong. Go ahead and say Carson manipulates. Go ahead and say that Carson's a piece of shit. Go for it. But to put the guy in the pedophile range because he was 19, she was 17, come on. Come on. I mean, like, you all, and then people who are going to be like, oh, wow, like, really? That is pedophile legally. Dude, I guarantee you were a high school or senior and you had a crush on a sophomore or a junior.
So dumb cause I went to college at 17 and fucked a 19-year-old. That's technically statutory rape and she's a pedophile. Does that sound at all right to say? Nah, it's dumb as fuck.
And like I said, the big problem that I know that's happening is a lot of people are typing, this is what they're doing. Twitter, boom. Call me Carson age. Wait, he's 21, he's getting with 15-year-olds? Wait, Pokey means 24. Jesus Christ, she's old. Wait, Donald Trump's 74 years old. Like, that's what they're doing. And then they're like, oh, that's bad. When they don't realize that the story is 19 and 17. They just immediately are plugging Carson as a fucking rapist. Or not a rapist, as a pedophile. And it's a problem. So, yeah, I think that his friends fucked up going to Keemstar.
19 and 17, what the hell is wrong with some people?
I think that Carson should have... I think that no one should have ever gone to Keemstar. Ever. If they had these kind of opinions, doing it this way is fine. Doing it this way is fine. I don't... This is fine. But it's going to Keemstar and then letting Keemstar write the narratives. Are you kidding me? What kind of friend are you? Going to the most toxic, trash, cockroach human being in the world for a video? When there's other people or other platforms or other things you can go to? Besides Keem, really? What kind of friend are you? I get that he's done some bad shit, but, like, he didn't murder anybody. You're gonna go to Keemstar? Man, I don't know. I don't know. They're not his friends. They made that pretty clear. They were his friends. I mean, and that was pretty clear. They were his friends for a very long time. And even if you, I don't know how you can be friends with someone for a long time and then resent them over something so much to go to Keemstar. I'm sorry. Make your own video, fine. Like what Jschlatt did, do something like that, fine. But to make a video and go to Keem, that's bad. So my TLDR to all of this is, I think both sides are in the wrong, and I think we don't know a lot that maybe is behind the scenes. I don't know, and I think that some things might come out. I don't really fucking know. We don't know. I think a lot of this comes down to it's kind of difficult to figure out what the hell's even going on.
Keemstar fart champ.
OTV handled Fed better. Okay, but one, I'm going to go with probably no. The Fed situation turned out to be a giant cesspool of shit. I mean, like, honestly, the Fed situation was fucking terrible. It still went on after like a month and a half or two. And then two, I would say that not only the Fed situation went on for fucking ever.
The narrator's video on Carson, it kinda shows how he was pretty manipulative with his power and might explain why his friends exposed him.
And like I said, I understand why you're saying that he's manipulative, but I just don't like that people are trying to portray him as this like huge pedophile piece of shit and putting him in the same place as like someone like Jared from Subway. You know what I mean? Like, there's a big fucking difference between people like that and people like what Carson did. Huge. Carson was 19, dude. I mean, come on.
I don't know if you did or not, but please try to talk to Carson seriously. I feel like it's getting really dark for him. Mizkif hug.
Yeah, I will. I think Carson is people he's talking to, though. I don't know how Carson's gonna come back.
1917 was a good movie.
Fantastic movie. R6, thanks for Twitch Prime, appreciate it. I don't know how he's gonna come back. I don't know if he will.
Redfish.
I don't think he can. Because there's a difference between, like, cheating on somebody and then, like, this. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like cheating on, you can, like, over time, it'll get less and less and it'll just become memes. When, like, this stuff, it's, like, it's a big difference. You know? This is, like, this is what cancels you. There's more than one girl. I know. I've talked to most of this friend group about stuff. For the most part. I've done my research. I didn't just come out here and spew bullshit. I fear he might kill himself. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. The thing is with these kind of things, it's like you are... Like, to me, who I am is Mizkif, and it's like Carson's face is going to be so... It's hard to explain, man. But yeah, this kind of stuff can really fuck you. I mean, he does not deserve anything like that, and he deserves... I will message him and make sure he... Don't look at the boxes I want. It's a bad list, but... I hope he's okay. I do. I hope he's okay. This is something that you can over time fix. I mean, the dude's 21 years old. You know what I mean? Carson doesn't deserve the rest of his life to be treated as a piece of shit because he manipulated some women online. You know what I mean? Like, he's done some great things, and I don't think of him as a pedophile, and I hope a lot of people don't think of him as a pedophile.
What I hate is that it seems as though most of the stuff going on Twitter isn't to protect the victims anymore, but much more focused on attacking Carson.
Oh, of course, dude. People love to attack. People love to attack anyone they can because it makes them feel power. You got to realize everyone on Twitter is looking for power, and in order to feel that power, attacking is the easiest way. Mob mentality is fantastic, and it gives people power. It makes them think that they're actually useful. But yeah, I hope he's okay. I mean, shit sucks. It sucks big. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he'll be able to come back. Tell my mama I ain't going back. Watch Devin Nash's video. No one would ever say that to me.
Just really briefly, I want.
You want me to watch
And that video.
I don't
Why don't you
think
want me to-
it's so complicated. If you are over 18, you are a legal adult, and engaging with someone under 18, a legal child, in a sexual manner is pedophilia. Why are we splitting hairs over literal child pornography?
So you're telling me if I'm dating a girl and she is I'm a senior in high school and I just turned 18 and she is still 17 and she is
to check about the people around him and whom.
Wait. So you're telling me that if I'm 18 years old, right, and I just turned 18, yippee, it's my birthday, and my girlfriend's 17 years old and is in the same grade I'm in, I have to break up with her because technically it is considered pedophilia in your world? Pedophilia? That's what you're saying. If I'm 18 years old and I'm a legal adult and I'm engaging with someone under 18, it's technically pedophilia. You're a dumbass, dude. You're a dumbass. It is a lot of gray areas with this, okay? There's a lot of gray hairs coming out of my fucking head right now because of that stupid comment you just made. But there's a lot of gray areas, man. But, man, come on. Like, if I got with a 17-year-old, that's pedophilia. I'm sorry, yes. I'm a 25-year-old man, almost 26. I don't know if half of you guys can count that high. If I got with a 17-year-old, that is fucking bad, and I deserve to go to jail, and I deserve to be all over Keemstar shit, and I wouldn't care because I would deserve it, right? But 19, I'm sorry. I don't think it, and I think a lot of people also think the same way I do, which is you're kind of insane to think that that's straight up pedophilia. I mean, like, that person could have been in his grade. I mean, like, it's a pedophilia, dude. You know, I've talked to Mitch. Dude, I mean, like I said, I told you guys, if I broke up with Maya, I would.
I'm 18 and I'm dating a 17-year-old in a state that it's legal. Cancel me, Poc.
If I broke up with Maya, I don't think I would ever be able to get with a girl who can't drink. I mean, that's just my thing. I don't think I would ever be able to get with a girl that can't drink. I just don't think I could. It would be weird. It would be weird. What do you guys... What the fuck? Why is that up there? What do you guys think? Why? I just think it'd be weird. I mean, I feel...
It's not even illegal. There are laws that protect people who are over 18 dating minors as long as the gap isn't too big.
Maybe. Look at top right, chat. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get with a girl that's I gotta learn how to talk. I wouldn't be able to get with a girl that's under 21. Couldn't do it. I just think it'd be weird. I just don't think it'd be weird for me to be like, oh, like, you know, I'll get a whiskey and she'll get the fucking milk. You know, it'd be different. I wouldn't like it at all. I just wouldn't like it at all. Carson's canceled and Mitch isn't. Pepe laugh.
Kind of off topic, but I'm interested if you would tell me what happened between you and Moxie. I'm sad Sag big time.
Honestly, I mean, you want to know the truth? The answer is nothing. I mean, the answer is nothing. Nothing happened between me and Moxie.
The label
It's just
of pedophile holds a fuck ton of weight.
yes.
It's sad to see Twitter frogs throwing it around.
Yes.
Also, Kman Brew. A 17-year-old is capable of blocking someone or ghosting someone.
Right. Like, to give Carson the label of a pedophile when he's 19 and the girl is 17, that holds weight for the rest of his life. He will never let that go. Any job he goes after.
For that is 16 years old. So yeah, smile.
You know, and shit. And I'm not protecting Carson at all. I think what Carson did, I think he did a lot wrong in this world of what happened. It's crazy. I mean, like, dude, he was my friend, man. He was my friend, and it's crazy to hear what happened to him. It sucks. It makes me sad. I actually like Carson a lot as a person, and I know Maya did too. I'm not defending him. I'm not. I think he fucked up big time. And a lot of these guys and these kids especially...
In some states, the legal age of consent is 17.
Yes. I think a lot of these people that come to YouTube or Twitch, they get this power. They don't know what to do with it. You know? Like, I never got laid in college.
Guys, according to Dono Guy, if you are both 17 and one of you turns 18,
yes.
you're a pedophile.
Happy birthday to me. You're the pedophile. Chili man, thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate it. Listen, the reality is this. I think that... I don't know. I don't think anything. Let's move on.